guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying out a new brow pencil, and I kind of slept on this, but I finally got my hands on it and I was like, you know what, we have to try out this new brow pencil from Gwen Stefani. She came out with her own makeup line and I absolutely love her, you guys. I'm a true big huge fan, so I'm really excited to test this out. And the brand is called the GXVE by Gwen Stefani, and the product that I picked up is called the Most Def Clean Instant Definition Sculpting Eyebrow Pencil. I think it has 7 different shades. It is running for $24 each, and essentially this is a vegan cruelty-free brow pencil. It is considered clean beauty at the Sephora website. It's supposed to be long lasting for 12 hours, smudge proof, transfer proof, and it basically is supposed to give us a really pretty natural brow. So as you can tell, girl, I don't have anything on my brows. They're currently in their natural state, so I'm really excited to dive on in and dry my brows and just test out this product. So don't worry, even though I'm a huge fan of hers, I'm going to give you guys the full tea, the honest truth, and what I like, what I don't like, and anything to look out for in case you're purchasing this product. So I hope you guys enjoy. Everything will be listed down below as always. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's jump on in and finish drying our brows. And for those of you who have not seen this brow pencil, this is basically it. It is a dual end, so one end comes with the spoolie, which I love using the spoolie, and the other end comes with the brow pencil. It does have a very interesting shape, very different than anything that I have tried. On one side it's like flat, the other end is where the brow pencil comes from. As for a scent, it doesn't have a scent, which I'm not surprised. They typically don't have a scent, but the packaging, you guys, the packaging feels very like drugstore. It doesn't feel luxe. I was expecting it just to have a nice weight to it. It feels like it's really made out of plastic. But honestly, what matters the most at the end of the day is the pigmentation and for it to do everything that they're listing it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? So that is the only thing, but I'll let you guys know once I dry my brows how the formula is and basically the pigmentation. But so far, by swatching the back of my hand, it is definitely really pigmented. I do find it to be a little dark for my liking, but granted, I don't go ham and color in my brows. I go in really lightly, so we will see how it looks on. But overall, it has a really pretty soft matte finish. It did glide on a little bit patchy, but obviously that's where I have, like, you know, my little veins and everything, so it's a little hard to swatch in the back of my hand evenly. As for a smudge transfer proof kind of test, let's do a quick little smudge proof test to see if it transfers over. And to be honest, it does transfer, so that is the only thing. So far it's transferring, girl, but I will do another test once I finish drying in my brows and kind of go in and see if it transfers even after. Maybe the formula changes when I apply it on my brows, on my skin, on my face, who knows. But so far I do love the matte finish that it has, especially someone like me who has combination oily skin. I do want something that's going to help mattify and kind of hold the pigmentation throughout the day. I don't mind it that it transfers, to be honest. I'd rather have something that's just really pigmented that holds the pigment throughout the day. I don't typically touch and like pick at my face, so that is the only thing. So I feel like this will be fine for me, but the fact that they said that it's not transfer proof, it's not smudge proof, I'm a little surprised so far. So we're gonna go ahead and dive on in. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit closer to my face so you can get a better view of everything that I will be doing. So I'm gonna start off with the spoolie, and I'm just gonna comb through my brows, kind of shape them and get a few of the little hairs out of the way so I can have a nice little guide of what shape I am following. And then I'm gonna go in with a brow pencil, and it is automatic, so all you have to do is twist a little nozzle for the pencil to rise. And I personally like to start at the edge of the brow and basically line the bottom edge throughout the entire shape of the bottom edge of the brow. And so far it looks really pigmented, and so far I like the undertone to it. And then with this small little point that it has at the edge, I'm gonna go ahead and use it to do little hair-like strokes, filling in any of the little sparse areas that I may have, especially in the front portion center of my brow. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill them in. Every now and then I'm gonna go in with my spoolie and just comb through my brows to kind of blend everything together so it doesn't look too pigmented. I want it to be really nice and soft and look somewhat, you know, natural. Now that I've filled everything in on the first half of my brow, now I'm gonna go over on the top and start doing little hair-like strokes and shaping my brow. My brow doesn't typically have too much of an arch, the arch that I personally like. So that is something I have to create for myself. But by the way, so far the formula of this brow pencil is really creamy, really pigmented. I'm not having any issues whatsoever. I'm trying to be light-handed, but at the same time, I feel like so far it's looking like a pretty good undertone for me. So I'm going to go ahead and insert at the top of the brow into an angle. I'm going to do little hair-like strokes, shading in the brow and lightly creating a light arch. Every now and then again, I'm going to go in with the spoolie to blend everything out. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish off at the tail end. I'm doing little hair-like strokes. I'm going to go ahead and color and shade everything in at the tail end of my brow. And then go in with my spoolie, of course, and blend the pigment. And then once I have finished on the little tail end, I'm going to go throughout the brow and refill in any other sparse little areas that I feel need a little bit more pigment. And to clean out any edges, you can always use a small little detail brush like this one. This one's from BH Cosmetics. This is from the Crystal Zodiac collection. And you can always go into your compact powder, pick up a little bit of that powder to clean out the edges in case, it doesn't look as clean and ideal as you would like. And you can just pick up a little bit of powder and just go over the little areas where you want to clean everything out. I avoid using concealer just because I don't want it to look too sharp and overdone. I want it to look somewhat natural and just, easy. So that is basically what I do. Let me give you an up-close clip of how it's currently looking. And keep in mind that I have not applied on any clear brow gel. Also, comment down below, what do you think of this brow shade? Do you think it's a little too dark? Is it the right shade for me? Comment down below. I'd love your thoughts on this color shade. Remember, it's color number 5. It's described on their website as a warm, deep brown. But overall, I really like the pigmentation. I love the spoolie. It blended out the product really nicely. And I really like the undertone to it. And so far, it definitely has like a really pretty matte finish to it, which I love, especially because, again, I have combination oily skin. Let's do a quick transfer test to my brows, just because I mentioned on the website this is supposed to be transfer proof, not smudge proof, which I got wrong earlier. But to be really honest, when I think transfer proof, I also think of smudge proof. But this is basically it. Lightly transfers, but not a lot to the point that's something to worry about. I feel like that's something you would notice if you saw it in person. I'm not sure it's going to show up on camera. Let me give you an up-close clip of how my brow is currently looking on the right side. Also, let me give you a side-by-side comparison of my left brow so you can see for yourself what a difference, right? Drawing your brows, it changes everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish on my left brow, and then I'll be back and give you guys an update if I had any issues drawing my left brow, and we'll just basically tie up today's video. All right, you guys, I have finished drawing in my brows. Let me give you an up-close clip so you can see how my brows are currently looking. Comment down below in your thoughts. I'd love to know. And let me tell you, it was so much easier to draw in my left brow for sure. Not having the pressure of making sure I'm in focus, at the same time making sure I'm drawing in my brows properly and making sure that you can see everything that I'm doing. So far, I really love how my brows turned out. They turned out really, really nicely. Love the undertone to this brow pencil so far. It's really nicely pigmented. It blended really nicely. I love the spoolie that comes with the brow pencil. I love the fact that it's dual end, and I like the shape of the brow pencil itself. It's very different for sure. There's a slight little learning curve when using this, but to be honest, I have learned that you would think that you would use a flat edge to kind of place it towards the bottom of your brow when you're drawing them in, but I noticed that when I would do that, I would have brow, like the formula of the brow pencil kind of at the bottom of it, and I would transfer it onto my brow bone in certain areas, and I was constantly finding myself cleaning out the edges. So I flipped it over to the other side where you see the brow pencil exposed a little bit more, and I was drawing in my brows, and that made the biggest difference. So definitely use that side instead. At least for me, it worked, and I feel like that changed everything, made it so much easier for me to draw in my brows. For $24, is it worth it? I'm not a huge fan of the packaging, but the formula so far is really nice. I love the matte finish that it has, and I love how creamy the consistency is. So for that, I would say yes, even though the packaging is not my favorite, but obviously what matters the most is the formula of this brow pencil. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below if you have any questions. Also, if you have any video ideas, I'm always looking for video ideas. And this is basically it. I'll have everything linked down below in the description box. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you already haven't. And as always, I will see you all in my next video. I love you all so much. Bye!